So I just want to tell you pretty much things that helped me find things like much cheaper, that really helped me. Now, pretty much when my husband left me and I was really, really sick, one of the things that helped really stretch money was depending on how you search for stuff. So on Amazon, what really helped me find stuff, do not, for me personally, do not search for stuff just using the little price thing, like how it says sort, and then you do like price, and then you do down. That crap would always give me like the dumbest stuff. So like, let's say you're looking for a car. Why you would be looking for a car, I don't know. But let's just say you're looking for a car and it said like a car price is like $200, and then you sort down and it says, okay, we found a car for 2 pennies. It would show you um uh and the option would be like a paper towel with a car, like on the paper towel, like completely not what you're looking for. That's not what I did. What I would do is, like, when I was looking for the comforters for my children, is I would how you say, I would keep the search thing the same, but where it says like the amount you're willing to spend, that's where I would push the thing down. So I wouldn't change the sort order. Also, when you know, like for me, what I noticed when I would change the sort order, you would notice the amount would change, which was weird to me as well. Like, anyway, because why would, if you change the order, why would that change the amount that's presented to you? So I did that as well. So I would just slide the bar over. Okay, so that would help limit the amount that I saw, and that would help me find stuff that was cheaper. Another thing that helped me find stuff cheaper is, a lot of times on Amazon, it would show you, like, let's say I wanted a rug because I needed a little carpet for my kids to sit on when they played. In order to find a cheaper one, um, you can't care about color. What I found was that black was expensive, but gray was not. Prime example, hangers. I needed some more hangers, um, but the hangers cost more than my budget. My budget is just about non-existent. I won't lie to you. So, but I really needed some hangers to hang up the clothes. My daughter's getting bigger, so all her kid hangers don't fit. And my son, he's getting bigger as well. He's starting to fit into man clothes, so I just need more hangers. What I ended up doing was, once again, color matters. So I'm gonna give you a point. There's like metal hangers, and then there's plastic hangers. I'm gonna just do the plastic hangers because this is just what I saw. So the plastic hangers, um, if you got like black or white, the typical plastic hangers on Amazon, like 50 of them, it could have been like anywhere from 10, 15, $20, right? I found that you could get 120 of them for $6, $7. It was $6.99, so $7 and some change if you got ivory, yellow, orange, or blue, because people just didn't like those colors. So for 15 bucks, you got 240 hangers, more than enough so that you can, you know, hang up your kids' clothes, hang up any clothes you might get. And also, because they're plastic hangers, they're probably going to get broken because your kids might step on them, or they might just snap. My children might, they might snap them when they're just trying to get stuff. They pull, especially my daughter, she pulls. So, it's just a lot of hangers. You can give them somebody else. But, so, like I said, color matters. So that's just that example. And like I said, so sliding the bar over when you search, do not change the sort, depending on what search engine you use. And also just the color. There's a lot of stuff that I bought. Gray was not a popular color. Designs. So solid colors typically cost more than light stripes. So I had bought like something striped for $11 that typically cost like $40. It was just something to, I didn't want my kids to slip and fall because we have like tile, and when it's wet it's incredibly slippery, like incredibly slippery. So I had to get something super absorbent. There you go. Also knowing your sales. So when you know your sales, so Sam's Club rotates sales. So buy your necessities, buy your necessities. That's important. Necessities, and learn the sales of your stores. So Sam's Club tends to rotate sales. So they'll have like a really, really good sale where they push all necessities, Pine Sols, laundry detergent. I use the laundry detergent for allergies because my son's allergic to things on his skin. Like he will break out so bad all on his face and everything. So I have to wash every day. Every day I have to wash something. It is very rare you do not hear something running with hot water. So pretty much stuff for laundry, stuff to clean the floors, surfaces, anything like that. They usually have a sale with the $5 off. I already know the max they have off. You need to be familiar with the sales. That's important on online sales too, because a lot of them, they lie. So you need to be familiar. That just takes time. That's not something you may just know. What else? Patience. Just patience. I understand that not everyone is like me, where they're just at home all day or they're just like sick or whatever else. So they don't have the time, or that's just not even what they're into. Before I even got sick, I took care of the household needs to the sum total where I was with my husband. If you count the total, like before we were married, and I mean, technically we're still married, but if you count the sum total of everything, probably like 5 years, he didn't even do laundry. He didn't go grocery shopping. Like I did all of that. So I was very familiar. So it 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 may be something that you have to learn, to like just you just gonna have to learn. Less is more and more is less. So less is more just means focus on just a few places to shop. Shopping around will make you go crazy. It will. It will make you go crazy, and you're more likely to get your information stolen, especially with like online stuff. Like it's too much. Just focus on some main stores like Walmart, Sam's Club, Costco, stuff like that that you're familiar with or in your local area. Less is more. Just don't overwhelm yourself. Even with Amazon, don't overwhelm yourself. It can take hours. Like you ever seen extreme couponers? It can take hours. Don't do that to yourself. And more is less. Buy, like, save up the extra few dollars and buy the bigger thing. Like the bigger it is, you can see, like it will tell you on the price how much it is per ounce or per count or per whatever, and that's how you will know, like, oh, okay, like this costs less than this. It's just not worth it to buy this one bottle that costs $2, and you could go to Sam's, pay $10, and each bottle costs like 50 cents. It's just not worth it, especially if you have children. What else? Um, Other ways. Oh, learn, like if it's clothing wise, buy off season. This is tricky. This is tricky because you have to have a baseline to work with first. So what ended up happening for me, after I already had a baseline when my husband left. Like I already had a baseline because I would always buy my kids, like if there was a sale. So Value Village has a sale this is before Value Village got bought out, and now they charge like brand new prices for donated stuff. Back when they had clothes for like 50 cents, 89 cents, stuff like that for toddlers and stuff, I would buy a giant bag of stuff for like whatever price. It was very cheap for the sheer amount I got, and I would buy it in increments, like not just what they were. So if my child was 5T, or like, I don't know, just whatever, 12 months, I would go on and buy 24 months, 36 months, 2T, 3T. I would buy multiple, and I would buy multiple seasons worth of clothes because in Georgia there's multiple kind of weathers throughout the day. So you need to buy like that, a little like season. You need to be seasoning your closet when you know, go to a store that has like cheap clothing. If you can, and know their sales, know the color, like the day, like the color of the sales. Another Now there's this store in Lawrenceville, Georgia. It's like a bulk sale. Their most expensive day, I think their clothes cost like $2.75 each, or $2.50 each. I had the kid's godfather give me a ride down there so that I could like actually get dresses or clothes for myself. Because they didn't really have a lot of kids' clothes. If they did, I obviously got them. Like I got my daughter 2 costumes for this year, 50 cents each. I got her some rain boots for 75 cents because I went there like 2 times, a 50 cent day and a 75 cent day. I got me a new purse for 75 cents, stuff like that. So stores like that. Now that is the different kind of store. That's not just a normal thrift store. It's a thrift store outlet. So a thrift store outlet, they tend to have like a whole bunch of stuff. Get there early. Get there early. Get there early. Because there's a lot of people, unfortunately, that like to resell stuff. I'll also say this. When I go to Goodwill, I don't go there to buy clothes because they are charging too much, in my opinion. When I go there looking for big items, like furniture, stuff like that, like big items. Obviously, like not really furniture, but just an example. I can't go there for clothes anymore. They charge too much. But go there for like the bigger items. So like my daughter has a plaything. So I get like it's a water plaything. It costs like $8. In real life that costs like $50, and it's like a little water plaything. I think I already said buy off season, but I really need to push that. You do need a baseline. You do need to buy off season, because off season it will be like 50% off, 75% off, and if it's holiday, and you know what holiday looks like, it will be like 90% off, 80% off very, very quickly, even before the season is over with. I have a cup, like a mug to drink my teas. I bought it for $3, and its real price, I think it was like $30. Stuff like that. Like I literally look like for stuff like that, but you need to kind of be familiar, like I said, like with what that stuff is. What else? Those are just things that I personally look for, and tactics that I use, especially because they don't do coupons really too much anymore. Oh, on Amazon, I almost forgot, redo your subscribe and save. So what happens is so like you subscribe to save to get like whatever extra 15% off, or like on your first order it'll be an extra 20% off. What I do is I'll go back, delete that, and redo a new one to get the extra percent off, because it's stuff that I have to order regularly, like toothpaste, deodorant. You know, my son's getting older, so puberty, you know, gotta reorder those, and they're expensive. Stuff like that. Toothpastes. My daughter brushes really hard, so I have to replace toothbrushes frequently. Her her toothbrushes, like the bristles be looking like they were like electrocuted, like someone was trying to bring them back to life, in like a laboratory. Just things like that. But like I said, it's like I don't even know what all I listed off, but these are just, like I said, it helps. And this is particularly good if you're trying to do, like I said, with the seasonal thing, for like bugs and stuff. It's a really big backyard, and it's a lot of like mosquitoes, flies, wasps, bees. They always around. They always trying to bother somebody. I don't know what. They always trying to bother somebody. Also, I'm kind of light skinned, Just, now sunscreen is for everybody, but it's particularly for me. I burn quickly, like quickly, and my kids do too. I mean, we could go, when I was a kid, I could walk to the mailbox at my grandma's or mom's and come back and be darker. I mean, with a quickness. So this is a great time to buy sunscreen. I got $14 sunscreen, like just for the face, for like $3 or $4. When I made my daughter Sandbox, it was like a $90 box, and I got it for like $20 or $25, and just did it that way with the help of her godfather. So it just be stuff like that, weed killers, all that kind of stuff. So it's different ways to do it, but the easiest ways, like I said, redo your subscribe to save, buy stuff off season, find outlet thrift stores, um know what to buy from the thrift stores, like the color of the day, when is their like 50% off days, know if they have senior days, 50% off, military days, military discount days. You have to like actually go through the trouble of learning those days. Familiar stuff, know their actual normal prices of things, because how you gonna know if it's a sale if you don't know the normal price? They could just be telling you anything, or um, just so on and so forth. And I will tell you, and try to buy bulk if you can. Just save a little extra and buy the bulk. And just don't drive yourself crazy trying to shop around too much. I wouldn't recommend it. And overall, I will warn you in advance, most food is not on sale unless you're buying from like a Costco or a Sam's Club or whatever they have in your area. Unless it's on sale and they have like the instant savings or the scan and go savings, is usually not gonna be like a sale. But I will tell you this, fruits and vegetables are cheap. But you'll have to replace them frequently. So, and water's pretty cheap. I'll tell you that too. Like, I have a thing right now. I purchased onions, potatoes, um, um, why is my brain not trying to say it? Zucchini, cucumber, carrots. Like, you need to know where to store these things. But they're pretty cheap and they're delicious. I'm telling you, like, some chicken broth, like some chicken seasoning, it's the Lord's work for vegetables. They're the Lord's work for vegetables. And they're incredibly affordable. You just need to know where to store them. Some of them can stay out, some of them have to go in the refrigerator. And some stuff stay in the freezer. And when protein is on sale, if you can, go ahead and keep it in the freezer. It'll keep you full. So between the cheap vegetables and fruits, and then protein on sale, keep it in the freezer. It's so much easier and healthier for you and your children, and or your elderly or your parents or your sickly. It's actually much more affordable. And yeah, anyway, this video is getting really long. I really don't know if it helped anybody. And yes, you do have obvious stuff like food banks, charities, churches, other community resources, family, friends. You do have all of that as options. My son would come home with canned goods and stuff from the school in a backpack. They had a backpack program. When I could drive, I would, like, this is before like we realized that I could not be driving, I would go to food banks. But I will warn you, food banks do around here typically do not give like fresh fruits and vegetables. They're more like canned goods and breads. So just be wary of that. You need to make sure you're getting your fruits and vegetables. You need to make sure you're taking care of your health, because you're already probably in a not so great predicament, or maybe you are and you just want to save money. But if you're not, just really take care of your health, because once that starts to go downhill, it can get much more difficult. So anyway, that's just stuff that I did to save money. I don't know if this will help anybody. If you do makeup, now I'm not like really a big makeup person. Like, I very rarely put makeup on. I have some on today just because I felt like I just needed a pick me up or whatever. I just thought I'd try to do a little whatever. Um, Look, and in my Walmart, like where I shop, they have a little clearance thing right there by the pharmacy where they're trying to get rid of makeup that's like discontinued. You can look there. Um, the thing is, I've noticed makeups are only typically on sale in the actual store. Online, they typically keep trying to push them for normal price. So, but yeah, that's the only place I've usually seen them on sale. Like I got my makeup for like $2, um, and $1.50. So anyway, maybe it'll help someone, maybe it won't. I don't know. Um, but okay.